We've got Maxime, Huscenot, Griffin, Colapinto, Tomas, Hermes, and Mitch Cruz in the lineup. 30-minute heats. 2 surfers will advance. 2 surfers will be leaving the beach. Chris Cote here with Pete Mel.
Take a look at this wave. I mean, it had a beautiful line, first section there, tags it straight up, and then, oh, it looked like it was going to be another section, and had to wait to get there before the pier, and then carries a ton of speed. So this was a bigger set wave. It didn't have a wave beforehand, so it's going to unload on this inside section. It's going to open up for him, and he attacks it. And again, that's the kind of maneuver you need to be doing as we take a look at the very first maneuver here. Straight up, tags it, gets underneath, gets the fins up and over the lip with the connection with the lip. That's a critical section. That's what the judges want to see. And then here, you would have loved to have gotten right back up there. That's where the combination of major maneuvers, but he had to kind of move down the line a little further to finally get that second maneuver. A cool crew, and Griffin's part of that.
Well, Maxime right now, wave magnet, second wave ridden. Didn't like the looks of it. So he'll get right back out there. 24:54 on the clock. Out the back, it's going to be surfer in green, Mitch Cruz. Feisty Australian QS standout whenever he puts that jersey on. Griffin Colapinto now. And when he kind of stood up with some swagger right there, makes me wonder what he did on the outside. On the inside, of course, goes up to that. Just
why he was committing to the inside, because here it is. Just up, late hit, pulls it down. I mean, that's
still radical, yeah.
Pretty radical, but not
more
amazing,
reactionary,
right? And I think right here he's like, you know what? I'm going for the 3 on the inside. I'm going to get a reform, and I'm going to do it. He just telegraphed this from the very get-go.
He decided on his maneuver right there.
Yeah, no, he's already going, okay, I've got this. And pop, there it is. I mean, the tail high, that's the type of maneuver, again, we saw that from Maxime Huscenot, but that right there is Griffin making and creating a score on a wave that probably had the potential of just about a 5, and he's going to come up probably a little bit higher than that.
I mean, that right there was...
Again, completed too. See how he rides out, makes sure that the bottom of that board comes out of the bottom of the wave, stays low to it, and says, yep, see, that's completed.
And out the back, we had Tomas Hermes.
Vertical snap on a big set wave, and then ejects. So he does not commit to the inside. So a little point of difference, and you'll see that that's going to reflect in the score.
Mitch Cruz on his backhand. Quick snap. Fins looked like they engaged a little too much on that first turn, but he rode out of it. But you know, when you kind of get off balance on your first turn, it has a tendency to last throughout the entire wave. Maxime, nice clean snap on the outside. Expect mistake-free surfing from Maxime Huscenot. He does have an air game, but generally sticks to the fundamentals. Got scores rolling through. Maxime's first wave is 6.5. This will most likely be his backup score. I like that outside turn.
Absolutely, straight up. He's got that backhand hook dialed in, and you know, he sees at this point, he's like, oh, I'm going to get a reform, but it never reformed. It just whitewatered all the way through. And probably it'll fit into his top 2 for the moment, but probably won't count at the very end of it as we watch Mitch Cruz taking a smaller wave. And when you take those little smaller waves, it'll give you that opportunity for a couple turns on the outside. So you sacrifice a little bit of size of the wave to get a wave that'll stay open. But it was just a bummer for him that he stumbled on through the inside section.
Near the left, right in front of the judge tower. And that is not easy to stay right there. So I'm just like, I was just going all the way to the beach and as far as I can, and kind of like timing for the start of the hit, so I was going to be at the right place for the wave, and that works because
Griffin, of course, he's hunting a ramp, sets it up, 2 quick snaps on the outside. Here's where the cameras start to come out as they focus on Griffin, whose approach always lends itself to electricity on the finish. He's going to have a tough go here on the inside. Opts for the frontside vertical snap, but always finishes strong.
Well, I'll tell you,
lets up.
I mean, you look at the score that came in as we're watching right now. Green and Mitch Cruz get to the inside section.
Yeah, he gets a quick whip. That'll be his second wave of note. He's got a 4.10. With that,
he created that score.
Yeah.
And that's what, if you in the QS, you have to be able to have that ability.
But meanwhile, Maxime Huscenot is just hammer to nail A couple big turns out the back. Shoots the pier, looking for that bonus section on the inside. He's not going to get it, but did some work nonetheless. And here goes Tomas Hermes. Tomas had that really unfortunate story last year going into the Vans Triple Crown of Surfing, was right there. He's had a pretty good run so far this year. A big result here would definitely put him right in the conversation to qualify.
Well, and he's had the taste of the championship tour as well. He had a few starts, you know, injury replacements and so forth. So I'm sure, you know, he would just want to have that full-time berth and give it a full year.
16:52 to go.
It's the last wave of Cruz here. You know, he's going to finish on the inside. And then Maxime has just been the wave magnet. It seems like his quality of waves that he's been finding have been just spot on. He's got a 6.5, trying to improve on the low of a 3.47 here. I think this is actually posted the score already. This is his second wave, let's put him in second. And then Griffin. Again, just, he's been able to, he's been on the short end of the stick as far as quality of waves he's had, but he is making it happen. And that's what you need to do. I mean, that's his experience here at Huntington Beach, going, okay, I know if I can get a maneuver on the outside and I get a connection to the inside and I can make a maneuver on the inside and make it strong, I'm going to get scores. You know, he's going to add to that 6.43.
That Griffin was giving Ian when he lifted the trophies, going, oh, I'm going to get you. And you can see he's on the warpath as we speak. Surfing through the tee. Is he really? He was, that's the longest pier shoot we've seen of the day.
He's young and he knows it. He's confident.
Mitch Cruz, quick 2 snaps.
Nice, and again, he's choosing those waves that are going to keep that open face all the way through. He's not going for those closeouts. He's getting those waves that are going to be open face all the way through to the inside. That's probably going to be one of his better waves. I mean, he's been looking at 4s and 3s, and then you look at Griffin, straight up drifts the fins on a set wave. So in contrast, this is what Griffin's been doing. He's been looking for those bigger waves, and he's going to go for those one big move on the outside and then try and convert the score on the inside.
I recommend coming and checking out the action from right down here on the water's edge, as you can see these guys going through the lip and then coming all the way to the inside. And when they do, it's amazing how close you are to the action as they hit the lip on the beach.
Thanks, Strider. 7 minutes, 54 seconds to go. The set has provided. Here goes Griffin on the inside. He just seems to know exactly which maneuver to pick. His reaction time is just among the best. They've really got to push.
Take a look here, the replay of that last one. Again, that backside drift tail that he does. One big move out here. He sees that this wave is going to have that line through the inside, so he stays with it. You can see pushing against the current, and then it opens up for him, so he gets a little snap and then a vertical climb of that final section, pulls it off. So trying to improve on the low of a 5.17.
Tomas with priority. Found himself a mid-size left here. Good opening snap. Climbed the foam there. A rock and roll maneuver, and now he makes his hasty effort to get to the inside section. He's got a nice looking ramp.
Whoa.
And he gets it. There you go. Yes. And it's rare to see Tomas Hermes claim like that because he's really just soft-spoken. But I'll tell you, when you land in air like that, throw the arms up. Sell it to the judges. I'm buying. Whatever he's selling on that wave, I'm buying.
So he needs a 7.73. Nice vertical first maneuver. Climbs the whitewash. Very difficult move. That one doesn't score very high sometimes, but it is hard to do to keep the flow going. He keeps with it, and you know, at this point I'm going, nah, I don't think so. But sure enough, this finish here, boom. I love how quickly he reverted out of that. Judges will take note the speed in which he carries out of it. See that Vans logo there, Vans team rider for a long time, and there it is. Yep, thank you very much. Is this score going to be enough?
And boom, it comes through an 8.5. That flips the heat. Tomas Hermes now jumps into second place. Griffin Colapinto in the lead. Maxime Huscenot, who has had the lead for 18 minutes, drops to third place.
And now watch, this kid's going to go again.
Tomas flips it on the inside. Finds a right, opts out of the defensive role. Now he's going to go back on offense. He's got speed, whipping it into the inside section. Feeling frisky, Tomas goes to the float, jumps off, and out the back it was Mitch Cruz. He had one turn before this. Yeah, he's gonna get into the inside, potentially everything he's got for this connection. He makes it. The wave sucks out, gets the float. This guy doing more of that.
That's for sure. You know, taking the win. So great. I mean, I'll tell you, Griffin created, that was his wave that he had in this heat did not have the potential to win it, but he created it by his surfing, by his spontaneity, by his innovation. So good job for Griffin.
Yeah, and you know, it's easy to consider Griffin a threat to win this whole event.
Yeah, no, I would. But Griffin Colapinto, nice work.
Unofficially, you're going to have Griffin Colapinto and Tomas Hermes moving through.